What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The one and only James Williams Dog Waters, and I'm back. And that boy Klausy. That boy Klausy. My name is Klaus Schwab, and you will eat the bugs, and you will own nothing, and you will have nothing, and you will like me giving it to you because I am Klaus Schwab. That boy is getting me too'd out here in these streets. Probably the same movement that he funded is coming to grab him. Literally saying, Klaus, let me come grab you, Klaus. I am Klaus. I will sexually harass you. I will call the black people the ninjas. Yes, you are nothing more than a filthy, dirty ninja. Yes, the ninjas will eat bugs, and so will you. Yes, we shall kill all the ninjas. Yes, I am Klaus. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious because you know what? Honestly, there are people on this planet praying for Klaus Schwab to get exposed. You may not be praying. You may not be going before the Lord saying, Jesus, this man is evil, and I need you to do something about him because he's trying to kill all of humanity. But there's other people out here who going to Jesus saying, Jesus, I know you on the main line, and you say, tell me what I want. This man is trying to kill humanity. He's trying to kill all of humanity, the inheritance of God. He wants to kill it, and he got to go. Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you this. Wall Street Journal, they be bugging. Wall Street Journal ain't going, you got to pay to read the Wall Street Journal. But they are the ones that let this whole thing out. Behind Davos claims of toxic workplace. Of course it's toxic. He's an entitled jackass. There's no doubt about it. If this man can get on television and stand before the camera and say, you will eat bugs, and soon you will take the pills, and you will have 50 years of a career. And when it's get time for you to die, you will upload your conscience to the computer, and AI will allow you to live forever. If that's what he believes, he don't give a damn about nobody that's in the workplace with him. You got to be a fool to even work for him. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you was a ninja and you was around him, you got what you deserved. If you was a woman and you was around him talking about, oh, Klaus harassed me, of course he gonna harass you. He evil. You the one that decided to go in that evil environment thinking you was gonna get treated nice. You done lost your damn mind. But nonetheless, let's go look at what they say about Klaus Schwab. Hold on 1 second, I have to find the right article about Klaus. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I changed my mind because how can you call yourself a real researcher if you want to know what's going on if you don't have direct access to what's being said? I want to apologize to you. Why should you have to do without? The Lord has blessed me with enough money to get a membership to the Wall Street Journal, and so we got it, y'all. We went and got that. We got that. I got that for you, baby. I went and got that. Yeah, hold on, move myself over here. Get out y'all way. I like to see myself a little bigger. Put myself right there. Klaus, come over here, Klaus. Yes, my name is Klaus Schwab. Yes, I am Klaus. I need you bigger, Klaus, so people can see I am Klaus. Behind Davos claims of a toxic workplace, I am Klaus. And it's exclusive. Let us see what they say about the Klaus. A few years ago, Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum, decided that the organization needed a youthful makeover, so he singled out a group of employees over 50 years old and instructed his human resources chief to get rid of all of them, according to people familiar with this matter. This, he explained, will lower the average age of the workforce. The HR chief, a seasoned former World Bank executive named Paulo Gallo, declined, pointing out that there has to be a reasonable explanation for firing someone such as poor performance. Not long after that, Schwab fired Gallo. It wasn't the only example of Schwab engaging in behavior that would violate standard workplace policies of the forum's leading corporate partners. One episode still making the rounds among staffers is the time in 2017 he tapped a young woman to lead an initiative for startups. She had discovered she was pregnant, and during her first few days on the job, went into Schwab's office in Geneva to tell him. Schwab grew upset that she wouldn't be able to continue working at the same pace. People familiar with the incident said he told her she wasn't suited for her new leadership role. Why? Because you having a baby. And Klaus and them don't believe in you having babies. What's wrong with you? How you going to get pregnant and then go work for Klaus? You see, I was saying at the beginning, this is the kind of stuff that you don't understand. You go work for evil and you expect good, but that's all right. She was pushed out after what the forum said was a brief trial period. The World Economic Forum, the organization behind the annual Davos gathering of the world leaders and chief executives, says its mission is no less than to improve the state of the world. Oh, really? But under Schwab's decade-long oversight, the forum has allowed to fester an atmosphere of hostility towards women and black people, ninjas, in its own workplace, according to internal complaints, email exchanges, and interviews with dozens of current and former forum employees and other people familiar with the forum's practices. Yes, Klaus Schwab does not like the women, and he does not like the ninjas. You Negroes, as in K-N-E-E-G-R-O-W-S, you Negroes need to stay away from Klaus. At least 6 female staffers were pushed out or otherwise saw their careers suffer when they were pregnant or returning from maternity leave. How dare you have a baby? How dare you give birth, woman? Don't you know we are trying to destroy the planet? Don't you know we are true and tried eugenicists? How in the hell do you think you gonna come in my office? I'm Klaus Schwab, Trick. How you think you gonna come here and be pregnant? Let Klaus get some water. The nerve of her. I mean, the unmitigated gall of her to get pregnant and then come in and expect Klaus to give a damn that you having a baby. Another half dozen describe sexual harassment they experienced at the hands of senior managers, some of whom remain at the forum. 2 said they were sexually harassed years ago by VIPs at forum gatherings, including at Davos, where female staff were expected to be at the delegates' beckoning call. Oh, so you supposed to be a garden tool. Didn't that surprise you? You supposed to be a garden tool. That's what you're supposed to be. In 2 more recent incidents, employees registered internal complaints that after white forum managers used the N-word around black employees. Black employees also raised formal complaints to the forum leaders about being passed over for promotions or left out of Davos. Oh, really, Negro? So you thought, Negro, that you was going to go over here with Klaus Schwab, the eugenicist, the same people who created that boop and the same people who targeted the black community with the boop more than anybody. You thought you was going to go over there and you was going to get a job. Because you different, Negro. You different. You done lost your damn mind. This is the World Economic Forum. They refer to you as humans. Humans. And you think there's going to be some humanity in there? You think there's going to be some morals and ethics in there? You done lost your damn mind. That's like going into Satan's house and expecting Satan to be nice to you. Oh, Satan, I work for you, but I need a raise. He gonna say, get out of here, Trick. You don't get no raise. I'm Satan. I'm Lucifer Morningstar. I'm Lucifer. You ain't getting nothing from Lucifer. I ain't here for you. Lucy is here for himself. The forum declined to make Schwab available for an interview. The forum spokesman, Yan Zoof, said in a statement that this article would mischaracterize our organization, culture, and colleagues, including our founder. In a written response to the journal, the forum said it holds itself and its employees to the highest set of values, with confidential reporting channels and a thorough investigation process. It said Schwab never created an age limit for employees and that he collaborated with the HR chief to make it possible for people to work beyond the normal retirement age. It disputed the journal's characterization of events and said the organization has zero tolerance for harassment or discrimination and has responded appropriately to any complaints received. It said there have been 3 reported allegations of racial discrimination since 2020, and that each has been thoroughly investigated and appropriate actions was taken. The forum added that many of these episodes described by the journal, including those alleging pregnancy discrimination, involve former employees who have been dismissed for performance reasons or as part of restructuring. A forum spokesman said women don't face a higher rate of turnover after paternal leave, and that at least 150 employees returned from leave to the same or better job during the 8-year span. I'm going to stop right here. Let me say this to y'all. We're going to get through the whole thing. I don't understand how there's any confusion as to how people will be treated by the World Economic Forum. But I'm going to tell you what's even more significant. You see, this how you know that Klaus Schwab and his whole crew are getting their butts kicked. How do you know? Because this was not possible 5 years ago. This would not be in the Wall Street Journal 5 years ago. Not written anywhere. They would not be getting Me Too'd and Negro'd in the news. Nope. They had too much power. This how you know. All the stuff that people talking about. All the globalist, elitist, lizard people, and they all lizard people. The globalist, lizard people are going to take over the world. No, the globalist, elitist, lizard people have foots upside their behinds. It is foot inside the behind right now. You see it all over the place. Foot in the behind. If this is behind, the foot is in there like that. Foot in the behind. In a memo to the staff on May 21st, Schwab announced that he planned to step aside as an executive chairman, which he indicated was part of a long-planned transition. Really, Klaus? Maybe you was afraid stuff was going to come out. He said he will stay on as a non-executive chairman of the board of trustees. The announcement came after Schwab sent a letter to the journal's publisher and editor-in-chief to share concerns about the reporting for this article. Oh my Lord. So Klaus got Me Too'd. Klaus got Me Too'd. You know what this means, ladies and gentlemen? This means that there's war inside the WEF. There's warfare. Somebody let slip loose the dogs of war. They said, listen, Klaus, you talk too damn much. You done told these people they're going to eat bugs. You done told these people they're not going to have nothing. You done told all these people all this stuff, and we need you to step down. He said, I will not step down. I'm the founder. I am Klaus Schwab. How dare you talk to me like this? I am Klaus. And they said, okay, Klaus. Okay, stay right there. We coming right back. Bring in the pregnant women and bring in the Negroes, and let's have the complaints roll out. So they brought in the pregnant women. They brought in the Negroes. They said, Klaus, if you don't step down, we're going to put this out to the Wall Street Journal. Klaus said, I will not step down. I am Klaus Schwab. Do you know how many people I've killed? Do you know how many countries I've ruined? You cannot do this to me. I am Klaus. And they Me Too'd him and Negro'd him. If you understand, Me Too'ing and Negroing is a real tactic that's being done to people. Me Too'd and Negro'd. Two of the most powerful tactics that you can use. I mean, it really is. The forum's workplace culture is particularly distressing to many employees because of the organization's public stance promoting gender equality. It publishes an annual global gender gap report that details various countries' progress towards gender partiality. Some of the allegations of mistreatment came from former members of the very team that put it together. That was the most disturbing thing, to see the distance between the forum, what the forum aspires to, and what happens behind the scenes, said Cheryl Morton, a former U.S. Energy Department official who served as a top forum executive. Holy crap, they put a name on it. They put a name on it. Whew. The journal interviewed more than 80 current and former employees ranging in tenure from as far back as 1980s through the present day. Some of them have bonded over what they described as shared trauma in the WhatsApp group called World WEF UGs. We got to go find that group. Oh, yeah. We got to find that group. Got to stay hydrated. We're going to have to find that group. It was distressing to witness colleagues visibly withdrawn from themselves with the onslaught of harassment at the hands of high-level staff, going from social and cheerful to self-isolating, avoiding eye contact, sharing nightmares for years after, said Fareed bin Ammar, a former U.S. media executive who worked at the forum for more than a year before resigning in 2019. It's particularly distressing when contrasted with the eagerness and earnestness with which many of us joined the forum. Again, you's a damn fool. So you ran over there, you joined the forum, and you thinking to yourself, these people are fantastic. These are the people who rule the world. They run everything. I'm going to be with the elite because I'm an elitist. But your raggedy ass didn't come up like they did. You was a pleb and a slave and a servant like the rest of us. And you just thought you was going to run on over there and be like, yeah, I'm going to be like the elite. And they said, get your sorry ass out of here. You pregnant. We don't have no babies around here. Oh, you's a Negro. Get out of here, Negro. You ain't coming over here. Yeah. That's what's going on. The boss. Schwab was a young German academic when he created the first Davos conference in 1971. He has built the event into a global summit that convenes worldwide leaders, billionaires, and celebrities. Dow Jones, publisher of the Wall Street Journal, is a forum partner and has high-profile presence at the annual event in Davos. Wow. Dow Jones, the publisher of the Wall Street Journal. This is how you know for sure there's war inside of the World Economic Forum, because a partner in the forum did a hit piece on Klaus Schwab. Over 5 decades as its leader, Schwab has also grown the forum from a small nonprofit, which is a damn problem, into a sprawling organization generating more than $400 million in annual revenue, with about 1,000 employees in Geneva, New York, and other cities. So he started a tax-free nonprofit, probably got federal funding, and then just decided he's going to ram it up all our behinds. Excuse me. Many of them came in as young professionals eager to change the world. Some said they benefited from their time at the forum, met intellectual colleagues, and had some benevolent bosses. Others painted a darker picture, saying that the women were routinely sexualized and objectified, a tone they said was set at the very top of the organization. Since the forum's earliest years, staffers say women receive warnings about Schwab. If you find yourself alone with him, he'll make you uncomfortable. He may make uncomfortable comments about your appearance. They describe his behavior as more awkward than menacing, because he's a damn lizard person, but inappropriate for a leader. Schwab has been married to his wife, Hildy, his former assistant, since 1971. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this to you. If you for 1 second, see all these jackasses in the front row? Let's see. You got her right there. The chick right here that's standing out with the bright clothes, she's one of the damn prime ministers of Europe. Got this Negro over here on the left with the chick in the blue dress. See the chick in the blue dress? You definitely getting sexually harassed. You look way too hot to be there. And the one behind you getting sexually harassed. Now this one over here with this black on with the red lipstick, ain't nobody bothering you. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be fair. That's enough of reading this. This is too much. You get the point. I mean, they did a real hit piece on him. New mothers, after becoming pregnant or giving birth, several women saw their fortunes take a turn for the worse at the forum. According to people familiar with their experiences, some received sharp critiques about their performance or lost their roles right as they were coming back from maternity leave. At times, they were offered temporary jobs or roles that the mothers perceived as demotions. Such outcomes, they said, clash with the forum's public stance. The organization has published several articles and white papers highlighting the importance of supporting new mothers in the workplace. No. They don't clash with their stance. It clashes with what they publicly say. But when you look at what they do, it don't clash with their stance. Use a damn idiot. I'm sorry, use a damn idiot. Jeremy Youngers, a managing director of World Economic Forum, speaks during a conference in Hyderabad, India. Jurgens, the top SWAB lieutenant, made demeaning comments to a new mother shortly after she returned to work from maternity leave, repeatedly telling her he didn't like her, according to people familiar with the incident. When she complained to HR in 2008, then Youngers, because it's probably a silent J, Youngers, was bullying her. The official directed her to a therapist. The forum said there was no actionable complaint regarding bullying. Youngers didn't respond to requests for comment. Oh, so Youngers is the dude that's next in line. Hold on. This is a phenomenon. You got to realize who wrote this hit piece. These are the professionals. Matter of fact, these are the assassins of hit piece writing. So let's just look at it again. So we got Youngers on here, right? That's Klaus. What was the woman? All right. Cheryl Martin, a former official of the U.S. Energy Department. They put her face up there to add credibility. Forum's headquarters. Yeah. Watch this, y'all. Notice. They put the picture of the headquarters. That's cover, right? They show you who Cheryl Martin is because she works for the U.S. Department of Energy, which means, okay, she adds credibility to every claim that's made because someone from the U.S. Department of Energy is speaking out against them. Outside of this, everybody else's claims have been like randos, right? They're not really giving any names of the person who said they was harassed, so they need to support her and bolster it with something. So they bolster this whole thing with Cheryl Martin and what she said. And so now here it is. Klaus's replacement, who would be his replacement, because look what they said. Youngers, the top SWAB lieutenant. He's the top lieutenant. They hit his ass too. This is war in the World Economic Forum, and I love it. Bombs away. Bombs over Baghdad, baby. I love it. So they're saying, no. You're not going to step down and put Youngers in place. We don't want Youngers. We want somebody else. So we're going to hit his ass too. Let me finish. When she complained to HR in 2018 that Youngers was bullying her, the official directed her to a therapist. The forum said that there was no actionable complaint regarding bullying. Youngers did not respond to requests for comment. Working under a new direct boss in 2021, the woman suffered a miscarriage. I bet you did. And a journal entry text to her husband from the hospital bed. She explained how she had been working to the point of exhaustion and hadn't disclosed that she was expecting. It was not the kind of place that you can confidentially declare you're pregnant to your manager and expect that the workload might be eased whilst trying to juggle first trimester exhaustion. The forum said it offers flexibility when it's requested, provided that that it is possible for wider teams to absorb. Oh, is this the Negro? Oh, I got to read this. Topaz Smith, an employee in the New York office who joined the forum in 2022, gave birth to twins last year. She said she was told a week before returning from maternity leave in February that her role had been eliminated. Even though she said she didn't have any performance-related issues, she was offered a 6-month temporary position. So you're just going to show everybody your behind because you don't want nobody to see your face, girl, but they know what your butt look like. They know who you look like. Yeah. And they use your name, Topaz Smith. But you know why she's doing that? Because them people will crack her head. They'll go 50 Cent. I whoop your head, boy. You know I will. I whoop your head, boy, with the back of the steel. Within weeks, the forum hired a replacement to fill a role with the same partner lead title she had previously that encompassed her prior duties. She said, "It is a psychologically violent institution, and I don't understand how they have the credibility to write this gender gap report and dictate how economies and industries are run globally," she said. Oh, yeah, girl. We get to the juicy part, the N-word. Hold on. The N-word. Ninja. Oh, it's about to get real juicy. So, I mean, this is a hit piece for your ass. The forum has sometimes struggled to live up to ideals it preached about promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. Of course they do. Black employees who worked at the forum described being passed over for promotions, excluded from the marquee annual events at Davos, and incidents of managers who made comments ranging from tone deaf to outright racist. 6 black employees, probably all of them, described missing out on promotions or having better opportunities suddenly taken away from them, with bosses giving some of them feedback that they weren't visible enough to senior leadership or needed to smile more. The forum said promotions are merit-based. Earlier this year, Kimberly Bennett, a black employee who worked in Geneva and had helped lead the Black Employee Resource Group, sent a letter to HR that raised concerns percolating among many black staffers that they were left out of staff quotas to attend Davos, despite organizing key sessions there. You Negroes should have sabotaged. You shouldn't have been working with these globalist death bringers in the first place. I do not feel sorry for you. I want to be clear with you. You have no sympathy from the Stankonia ambassador whatsoever. But I am thankful for the war that is going on inside of Davos in the World Economic Forum. And I'm thankful. This is what I want to say to you Negroes, Knegroes, to you Negroes. I'm thankful that this diversity, equity, inclusion dream that you thought was going to be all great, that it fell flat in your face because you are destroying Klaus Schwab. In one example, she pointed out that when the forum's DEI team sent staff to Davos, all the staff members were white and from Europe. Though there were diverse members on the team, what does it say about our commitment to DEI? They don't have no damn commitment to DEI. That's what you don't understand. That's a scam. That's how they get that paper. Ain't no commitment to that. You really bought that foolishness. You crazy. Okay. What does it say about our commitment to DEI if most of the representation we choose to send to our most important events are white? Oh, poor me. She asked in a letter. She said she received no response. The forum said only half of its workforce attends the annual meeting in Davos. Race and gender play no role in determining who goes, and the selection is based on site needs. 2 managers in recent years said the N-word in front of black women working for them. You ninja. You ninjas shouldn't be there anyway. One of them was Schwab's longtime operator-in-chief, Jean-Luc Deneres. Several employees described off-color remarks that he made over the years, including one incident in which a woman complained to bosses in 2017 that he made inappropriate comments in response to a sexual harassment complaint brought to him. Deneres was fired by the forum in 2018 after an incident in which he belittled a black woman on his team in the open office. As he walked away, he said, "What can you expect from a ninja?" according to people familiar with the episode. These boys in that World Economic Forum, this is a hit piece. I mean, let me tell you something. This is such powerful hit piece brainwashing that for a split second, I almost felt sorry for the ninja. Just did. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I almost felt sorry for the ninja. I almost did. I'm going to tell you why I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry because, Negro, you know them people ain't about nothing good. If you could have slid on in there, you'll be with them. Bring in the AI. Bring in the brain chips. Release the mosquitoes. Bring in the vaccines. You will be right there with them on stage, wreaking havoc and destruction. So I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. Yeah, you ain't gonna fool the ambassador, even though this is some serious brainwashing being written down. Other incidents occurred in September 2022 during a team lunch in Geneva when colleagues were sharing chocolate-covered marshmallows from Denmark. Margie Van Gogh, a South African manager, and another white co-worker discussed how the candies used to be called ninja balls in Denmark. Excuse me. It had a similar surrounding name in South Africa. Using the full word in front of black female colleagues, according to people familiar with the incident and documented, reviewed by the journal. The black woman, who was shocked, why, later raised the issue in an email to Van Gogh, her manager. She wrote that she did not think that the word was used out of malice, but that it is triggering for her and other black people. There's a common understanding that the only proper use of the word is not to use it at all. I don't even know. Whatever. They had a meeting where Van Gogh cried about her ancestral guilt and requested that the black employee take ownership for organizing a DEI training for the team. According to people, the HR told the woman it didn't have DEI resources, and Van Gogh never followed up. These people added. The forum said it was a moment that was empathetical and amicably resolved. Van Gogh, the head of supply chain and transportation industries at the forum, didn't respond to requests for comments. Ooh, Tiffany Hart. Boy, this is a hit piece. Tiffany Hart said one boss questioned her about her wig while brandishing sorry, that's funny. That's wild. Tiffany Hart said one boss questioned her about her wig while brandishing matches, asked if he could set it on fire. That's some wild stuff right there. Oh, that's wild. Tiffany Hart, a black employee who spent nearly a decade at the forum, dumbass, said one boss in Davos questioned her about her wig while brandishing matches, asked if he could set it on fire. At another point, she said he told her, if I knew you had dyslexia, I wouldn't have hired you. She said she reported the boss to Human Resources to no avail. The forum said it wasn't aware of these allegations. With another boss, Robert Boca, a current senior executive berated her and called her a B, a dirty sandy beach, on a team call. When she asked the question, she said Human Resources brushed it off, that he was just Italian and very passionate. The forum said the Boca situation was looked into and addressed appropriately, and the harsh language wasn't reported. Boca didn't respond for requests or comments. Hart said she left on her own accord in 2022. We don't eat our own dog food, Hart said. We don't eat our own dog food, Hart said. We promote inclusion and improving the state of the world and women's issues, but do the opposite. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. This is war in the World Economic Forum. And I'll tell you, there are three weapons in warfare in politics. One of them is homosexuality and gays. The other one is Negroes, Kneegrows. And the other one is pregnant women. Those are the three weapons of warfare. Point blank, period. And they got hit with all except for one. And that's a problem. They got mollywopped. But we ain't done yet. Let's see what else they got to say about this. I'll be right back. Let me see what else is out here on this one. Because this here is some awesomeness. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody out here reporting this in the news. This ain't on, like, no news commentator is talking about this. This is just purely the Wall Street Journal. In fact, I may be the only one with the kahunas on YouTube to even talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it. Guess what? I give zero. But it ain't nowhere in the news. This is wild, the breaking news. Outside of Alex Jones, nobody's talking about it. Hold on.